Yeah, and we're all going to have a little more spring in our step now that spring is finally returning. Now, it's not like all at once. We're still a little on the chilly side, still need the jacket, light jacket though, instead of the heavier jacket. And we're seeing that pretty mix of sunshine and some puffy clouds. We have more clouds than we saw about a half hour ago because still a lot of leftover moisture in the atmosphere, so we'll get some heating of the surface now the sun's out, and it's still chilly overhead. So we'll pick up a fill-in pattern of clouds through the afternoon hours, but still see some blue, and that's improvement on our Mr. Ritter Tower camera view. We haven't seen the sun since last weekend. It's also 10 degrees warmer than it was 24 hours ago, and a whole lot less windy. 0 is better than 20 with gusts to 30 out of the northwest, and that's because low pressure that has been stalled over us, or at least over the northeastern part of the country, is finally pulling away from the Atlantic coast. Still one more piece of energy bringing some sprinkles to northeast Ohio. We mentioned yesterday over a foot of snow in the ski resorts of West Virginia, which are up over 3,000 feet. Low pressure near Minneapolis, so that's going to follow that northwest flow down to the south. But I think we'll have enough dry air in place to keep the showers at bay over the weekend, but those will impact the Kentucky Derby on Saturday. See how we're seeing a little more clouds now behind the system. Notice it cleared for a little while. We were looking at this an hour ago, and then we're starting to pick up the puffy cumulus, so they're going to be around. But these two low pressure centers have been entrenched. We call that an omega block because it looks exactly like the Greek letter omega through here. And then you get the warm, dry weather in the middle, and then you get thunderstorms in Texas as moisture comes in off the Gulf in that hot and humid atmosphere. Well, as this system finally begins to lift, that breaks the blockade, the traffic jam in the atmosphere. So now systems can move along a little bit, and some of that warmer air can slide north, but the warmest air will stay a little bit to our west until early next week. We still have a northwesterly flow, so that keeps temperatures on the cool side of average for the time being. But with clearing tonight, it's going to be very nice for this evening and very nice for the weekend too, even though clouds will come back in from that storm way back over Minnesota on Saturday. Looking at temperatures running now middle to upper 50s, and Athens has gotten to 62 degrees. So what about rain chances? Essentially none through the weekend. There could be a shower as close to us as Cincinnati on Saturday, but for mowing the yard, you've got the weekend to catch up, and you'll have to do that quickly because the grass is really getting tall with all the rain. We haven't been able to do this, but notice, don't wait till early next week. Showers will become a regular feature in the forecast starting later on Monday, and some storms too. So we'll develop some fair weather clouds through the afternoon, low 60s, and then skies will clear this evening. It should be cool tomorrow morning, upper 30s, low 40s, but a nice warm up to 70 tomorrow afternoon. That is our average high temperature. Then I mentioned clouds will come back in on Saturday, but rain should stay off to the south and west of the Buckeye State. The air is going to be relatively dry. So 63 later on this afternoon, and a milder evening around 60 degrees. Won't need the heavy jacket. 43 tonight. Still need, of course, a jacket walking the dog or heading out after sundown, which is now close to 8:30. A beautiful weekend, Christine. A little more in the way of cloud cover on Saturday, and then our next chance of pop-up showers and storms will be then in the spring-like 70s next week.